Hey, this is Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. How are you guys doing today? Hey, we've got a youth football drill, one of my favorites actually to warm up with. So why don't we jump right into it? I call it the pop pass drill. And it's a pop pass pod that I use. I used to use it, just to train quarterbacks, but I started using it after coaching with an older coach a couple of seasons ago. He actually used a pop pass pod to warm up with, and I started actually using it to warm up my teams, and it works out really good actually. So let's just kind of explain what we've got. We've got two quarterback stations with a center and a receiver, and I've got one station which is underneath center, which is down here, and I've got another station that's in shotgun. Now, of course, you guys we run both, so I do that so we get practice on underneath and shotgun. But if you're just running shotgun, you can certainly just do both shotgun. And then we've got, there's a center and a quarterback for each station, and then we've got a line here, and I put this line in front of the quarterbacks because a lot of times quarterbacks get lazy and they're not looking over the line of scrimmage where these guys are. And so I put a line in front of the quarterback to make him get used to looking over people when he's throwing. Otherwise, they get kind of lazy, and we found this helps actually. So you've got this line here, and it goes this way, and then the guy that's right in front of the tight end, he's going to step up and become the receiver. So you can see how that works. And you can see how it works from over here. Get in line here, the line goes this way, he comes up here, and then he catches the ball and he goes to this pod over there. So right now we're running pop pass, but of course you can run any route out of this, but I like to run kind of this pop pass fade here with these tight ends to get warmed up. So this pod is in a shotgun. He's running a little bit longer pop pass because there's a shotgun there. Receiver goes out, he catches it. The receiver takes the ball over here, puts it down in front of the center, gets in line, and then moves his way down. This quarterback over here is under shotgun. He takes it. This guy runs a pop pass here. And it's that quick pop pass. And I like to use this now for warm-ups, and it's kind of funny. I had another coach that I'd coached with a long time ago. He coached with me a couple of seasons ago after I started using this as a warm-up drill, and he's a big spread guy, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to start using this as my warm-up." And what we tell the kids is, if you need to stretch or you need to kind of jog a little bit, you can do that while you're in line or while you're getting set up. But, run your pass pattern and then get back and make your stretches. And so it really works out good for a quick little warm-up. And you can get in 10, 15 minutes of this, and you can start it in pre-practice, kind of go in a little bit over practice, and get 10 to 20 minutes of throwing time in to everybody. Now, I know a couple of coaches I've talked to, they like taking out their linemen for this drill and only throwing to the receivers, and that's easily done. You can take your lineman over to another pod while you're doing this and only have your receivers and backs do this. But it works out both ways. Because a quarterback, basically, when you got a slower receiver, it's like you got a jam and he's got to deal with that. So it doesn't bother me as much, especially if you're running these pop pass routes. Now, if you're running some longer routes and adjusted there, you probably want to maybe only throw to your halfbacks and receivers there. But what's good about this drill is you get a lot of QB center exchange. It actually makes you get your QB and center doing a lot of exchanges. I know I forget this a lot of times, but since you're doing this as a warm-up, you got both centers and both quarterbacks. You can switch the centers out, make them go to the different pod. You can actually move in different quarterbacks. So if you've got kind of a halfback that throws, you can put him in the shotgun pod and get him to where he's, if he's a wildcat kind of option thrower, you can put him into that shotgun pod. of the drill, and he can catch and then throw and maybe roll out, and you can set it up that way. So this offers a lot of opportunity there. It's easy to switch the routes. I mean, right now he's sitting here. You can move this guy out here and, run a different route, run an out, run a slant. It doesn't matter. You've got a big enough field here where you've got this separated where they can do that. Like I said, it's easy to switch routes. You've got shotgun under center snaps. You're getting help with assistance with practice with both of those. Everybody's getting to throw and catch. You can rotate a lot of quarterbacks in here, your main quarterbacks, your halfbacks, and everybody's getting a chance to throw that you want to have, a chance to catch that you want catching the ball. It's also a good drill to end on for conditioning. If you want to do that, you can throw long ball kind of things with your quarterbacks to your receiver and end the practice with conditioning on this pass pod thing. Drill, so it works out for both. So like I said, I really like to start practice out with the pop pass drill here. Throw some quick pop passes, and then you can get into other routes. I know I call it the pop pass drills because we start out with that and then we move off into our other routes from it. But it's worked out really good. And I think this is, this line here of players setting up in front of the quarterback is a little bit different than maybe some of you guys have seen in the past. I like doing that so my quarterback doesn't get lazy. He has to look over basically an offensive line. And you may want to have them kind of squat down or get in a three-point stance when he does that if you've got a short quarterback, or not. You may want to really make him work on it. So that's the pop pass drill. I hope you guys liked it. It's pretty simple there, as you can see. If you did like it, give me a thumbs up below. If you didn't like it or have some comments or questions, please leave those in the comments below. If you'd like to share this video to some of your other coach friends, please do so. Please subscribe to the channel. I put out youth football drills, offense, defense, playbook, and plays. And I try to do 1 or 2 videos weekly, so please subscribe if you get a chance. If you'd like to continue to support me bringing more free content to the youth football coaching community, please shop my store. I get a percentage of those sales. I've also got 2 books out, one on my Power Wing Beast offense and one on my 62 multi-8 youth football defense. Links are below. And if you get a chance and want to do so, you can hit the donate button up here and help support me through a quick donation. Again, this is Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. I hope you guys are having a good day. And remember, play for fun, and winning is funner. Ciao.